Welcome to the tutorial on installation and introduction to Grace. In this tutorial, we will learn to install Grace 5.1.25 in Ubuntu Linux 16.04, open Grace interface, resize the graph area, open an XY dataset file, and make a straight line graph. To record this tutorial, I am using Ubuntu Linux OS version 16.04, Grace version 5.1.25 and a working internet connection to download Grace. To follow this tutorial, learners should be familiar with basic computer and internet skills. Let us now install Grace program in Ubuntu Linux OS 16.04. This is the official website of Grace. First, I will demonstrate to install Grace using the terminal. Internet connectivity is required to install the software. Press the Windows key on keyboard. Type terminal in search box that appears and press enter. A terminal window opens. At the prompt, type sudo space apt-get space update and press enter. If prompted for sudo password, type the password and press enter. This step updates the available packages from the internet sources. This process takes a few seconds to complete. Clear the terminal. Next, type sudo space apt-get space install space Grace. Press enter. This process takes some time to complete and installs Grace in your computer. The process makes it without installing Grace with lock error. Then, see the installation sheet for further help. Clear the terminal. To open Grace using the terminal, at prompt type xmgrace and press enter. Grace window opens. Click on the X button on the top left corner to close the window. Now I will show how to open Grace using Search Your Computer option. Press the Windows key on the keyboard. In the search box that appears, type Grace and press enter. This will open the Grace program. Grace opens with an empty graph panel. First, we will learn how to resize the graph panel. There are 4 small solid squares at the corners of the graph panel. Using the scroll bars, go to the bottom right corner of the graph. Double-click on the small black square on the bottom right corner. You may choose any of the corner squares to resize. Now the graph can be resized. The border lines may or may not be visible now. To resize, drag and place the cursor at the desired position. Now left-click to fix the size of the graph panel. I will also adjust the scroll bars to see the full graph panel. Now I will show how to plot a graph. To plot the graph, download the line.txt file. The file is provided in the code files link of this tutorial. Extract the file and save it on the desktop. I have already downloaded and saved it on the desktop. Double-click to open the file in a text editor. First row starts with a hash and is a command line. This is a data header. Notice the 2-column data format. First column is X data and second column is Y data. In this data file, values are tab separated. Close the file and go back to Grace window. Next, we will load the data on Grace interface to plot a graph. Notice that the axis limits are from 0 to 1 or both axes. Next, let's load the data file to make an XY plot. Click on the Data tab, Import, and select ASCII format. A Grace Read Sets dialog box opens. In the Filter input box, change star.dat to star.txt and press Enter. This will show the list of directories and files containing txt extension. From Directories option, select Desktop folder. Select the file line.txt. We will keep load as single set. Select set type as XY. By default, data source is set to disk. By default, autoscale on read is set to XY. The range of X and Y axis automatically adjusts to lower and higher values of data. Click on the OK button to load the data. Click on Cancel to close the dialog box. We can see a graph representing the data. X and Y limits on the graph have changed from 0 to 10. Let us save the file. Click on File and select Save. Grace Save Project dialog box opens. .agr is the preferred extension for Grace plot. I will choose Desktop to save the file. In the selection text box, type file name as line.agr. Click on the OK button to save the project. To exit Grace, click on File Exit or press Ctrl Q on keyboard. Let us summarize. In this tutorial, we have installed Grace 5.1.25 in Ubuntu Linux 16.04, opened Grace interface, resized the graph area, read an ASCII dataset XY, and plotted the graph. For assignment, please do the following. Plot a graph in Grace using the file assignment.txt provided with this tutorial. The video at the following link summarizes the spoken tutorial project. Please download and watch it. The spoken tutorial team conducts workshops and gives certificates on passing online tests. Please write to us. Do you have questions in this spoken tutorial? Please visit this site. Choose the minute and second where you have the question. Explain your question briefly. Someone from our team will answer them. The spoken tutorial forum is for specific questions on this tutorial. Please do not post unrelated and general questions on them. This will help reduce the clutter. With less clutter, we can use this discussion as instructional material. Spoken Tutorial project is funded by NMEICT, MHRD, Government of India. More information on this mission is available at this link. This tutorial is contributed by Rani. Thank you for joining.